I'm not the biggest fan of sports. Ever since I was young, I didn't really like things like football or basketball. I was never really good in any team sports or anything. I just didn't really see the point. It wasn't my forte, even though I am a born and bred Texan who should love those kinds of things like football, where it's basically treated as a religion here, like almost like a cult following. I just never got into it. And it's pretty ironic because I'm going to be talking about the Super Bowl. Now, I didn't really watch the Super Bowl. As soon as I got home from work that morning, I just decided to go to bed, have a nice little nap. I didn't really have any interest in it. I didn't bet on it. I know a lot of people did. I didn't watch the halftime show. I didn't watch any commercials. This year, I just decided to ignore it, just let the result play out because I knew that the result would be there when I woke up and it would not impact me in the future. But I didn't realize how bad the beating was. The Seahawks pretty much dominated the entire scene. It was just an absolute slaughterhouse by them. I didn't think the Patriots could lose as badly as they did. Maybe they couldn't find out how to cheat this one because people are looking at it under a microscope. I know that's the big speculation that everyone's going to whenever the Patriots play in the Super Bowl. But yeah, it was a total textbook definition of blowout if I've ever seen one. And a lot of people bet on this game. I know a ton of people in my work circle who bet on these kind of games. They bet on college football. They bet on the NFL. They have all these things with fantasy leagues, parlays, everything that goes under there. I don't like gambling. I think it's a very dumb thing to do, spending your money like that willy-nilly just so you can make a few bucks back. It's really alarming to see how bad the gambling thing is when it comes to these sports. Every time I went into work during the football season, I always see my coworkers, they're just pulling out their phone and checking the stats of their players or the score of the games because they want to know if they win money off of that. Now, I used to gamble a little bit. I played a few gacha games here and there. That's not really the same thing, but gambling is a big problem. I think if you have trouble gambling, you should address that immediately. It sucks. It is a very, very hard thing to quit for a lot of people and for very good reasons. The idea that you can make a ton of money in a short amount of time is nothing new. People try and run that scam all the time just to fall flat on their face. You see it everywhere, especially today. There's all these people trying to do scams like pyramid schemes, everything like that. It's not a good thing to invest in. Now, the only reason I bring up gambling is because I saw that there was a creator by the name of Doik Della. He's on Instagram. He's very popular right now. He's just going viral because of this. He went ahead and spent his whole life savings, an entire $33,000 bet for the Seahawks to win against the Patriots, and he ended up winning. He got really, really lucky there. He pretty much went for broke, saying that if he lost the bet, he would be broke forever. His whole life savings just down the crapper, like. But the surprising thing was that even though he won, the entire payout that he got, even after the bet, was $49,000. That is the worst bet I have ever seen in my life. Not even half of what you invested in there. The amount that he got was pretty much a slap in the face for his whole gambling thing. Not that he should have done it in the first place, but I think he could have gotten away with other stuff. He probably could have spent less money on football squares, the squares where you just try and guess which number the score is going to be, and he probably would have made a bigger return on his investment later on. Just find a bunch of people, put in those bets, and just collect the winnings as you go on. It doesn't even have to be the same number. You could probably just pick random numbers at best and your odds would probably still be the same. But still, putting all that money on the line just for a football game is just so irresponsible. I think even after taxes, it's probably going to go back to $33,000. The taxes when it comes to gambling are pretty much going to wring you dry. There's almost no point in it. You're just pretty much spending your money for nothing just to almost get nothing back in return. That's the kind of things I've noticed with people playing fantasy leagues or just betting on games in general. It's a very bad thing to do, and people just openly promote this stuff. I don't know why they do it. I know it's for like a paycheck or commission, like say use my code to get $10 free credit on this account that you can use to bet on football games, but that's just how they get you. You get one lucky win, and then you're just off for the rest of your life. You can never quit gambling. And sometimes it can be even worse. People just go absolutely batshit crazy if they don't win their bets. Like some people would go on a rampage, they start throwing shit, beating people up, or just absolutely go off the deep end because they couldn't get their fix or couldn't win anything. And even after losing all that money, they would just go back and try and do it again just so they can make their money back. It is a very, very powerful thing that gambling has on people. But I just can't get over this. $49,000 just for a $33,000 bet. He should have just kept his money. I really wish he would have, because that is just not worth it. Truth of the matter is, you should not gamble. That's just the basis right there. Don't even do any parlays or anything. Don't even think about betting on football games because you don't know how it's going to turn out. You're pretty much throwing your money into the wind, hoping that some of it comes back. It is not going to work that way. Bets are always going to be pretty much against you. Unless you can tell the future, there's no point in doing it. Just stay away from there. This is almost sounding like a PSA, but I've just seen so many people bet on these games that it's just taking their lives over completely. I just wish it would stop. I mean, he still won. Kudos to him, but it just wasn't worth it. I think he should have invested his money somewhere else. But yeah, the Seahawks won. Biggest blowout ever. Kudos to them. Congrats to their win. I'm sure they'll probably be back next year. Who knows? Maybe the Patriots will finally find a way to, win the game this time around without cheating. Or maybe they will cheat again. Who knows? But still, pretty crazy game. Didn't watch it. I saw the clips though. But don't go gambling. Don't do what this guy did and spend his whole life savings on a game that could have gone anywhere. It's just not worth it. So yeah, let me know what y'all think. And thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. I'll talk to you later. See ya.